Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Redcoat Rundown. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Michael.
To start off, let's look back at some interesting things that happened this week in history.
On May 9th, 1994, South Africa's newly elected Parliament chose an unopposed Nelson Mandela to be the country's first black president.
A huge dust storm was spotted moving from the Midwest on May 11th, 1934. The dust storm was 1,500 miles long, 900 miles across, and 2 miles high, covering almost 1/3 of the country. Farmers lost large amounts of topsoil during these few years. This phenomenon was known as the Dust Bowl years during the 1930s, and unfortunately has contributed to the time in history known as the Great Depression.
The Lewis and Clark expedition started in present-day Hartford, Illinois, on May 14th in 1804. They reached the Pacific Ocean on November 20th, 1805, and arrived at St. Louis, Missouri on September 23rd, 1806.
Well, those are some interesting and important facts from this week in history. Now, let's discuss some BHS upcoming events.
This Monday, May 9th, there will be an upbeat meeting in the cafeteria. Pizza will be served at 5:15 p.m., and they will be discussing future volunteering projects. New members are always welcome to join.
In addition, BHS's AP art classes will be holding an exhibition in the library on May 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. Visit the LMC to appreciate all the hard work our students have put into their creations.
Our upbeat students are headed to May weekend at Camp Woodstock this Friday. We hope they will have a great time in good weather.
Feeling a little vanished after the day? Then take a break and stop by to visit the Ryan T. Lee Memorial Club snack cart. It is in room 1105 after school, and you can purchase some great snacks. Enjoy a variety of chocolates, chips, goldfish, lollipops, and chewy sweets for $1, as well as cotton candy for only $2. Now that is a steal, I tell you. A steal!
That's great. Now on to Zach at Sports Corner.
Thanks, guys. Our girls' golf team is some individuals that have been doing amazing so far this season. One recent match had Samantha Dunn as a medalist with an amazing score of 3 over par 39. In the same match, Charlotte Carlson and Molly Sesniak both shot 53, their best score of the year so far. Then for another match, Emma Nagel shot the best round of her season, a 48, and Kenna Roman became the medalist with shooting 1 over par 37. Libby Dunn also did an excellent job with a round of 3 over par, shooting at a 39. The boys' tennis team also won a recent game with a phenomenal score of 7-0. Additionally, the boys' baseball team won their last 2 games with a 9-0 and 5-4 scores. Our Redcoats were behind 4-0 in the 7th inning, but Ryan Hines was able to score the first run with an RBI before Toby Lavender followed with his own RBI single to cut the deficit to 2 runs. And then Kyle Hyde was able to hit a 2-run double to tie the game. Jamie Palmise followed it with a hit to bring the winning run with Garrett Fallon pitching a complete game.
Go to the plate! He's safe! And the Redcoats winning! The Redcoats winning! Woo!
With recent softball games ended with a great winning scores of 20-0 and 11-5. They had some players stand out in these games, like Peyton Nadeau, who went 3 for 3 with a home run, 2 triples, and 5 RBIs. And then Sofia Vizina went 2 for 4 with a home run and 5 RBIs as well. And the pitchers Maddie Mola and Haiti Wazorzik both had great games pitching. In another game, Jess Pettit went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, and Haley Wazorzik was 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. And lastly, the girls lacrosse team won a close game with a 15-4 score. That's all for this sports recap. Back to Dominic and Michael.
Thanks, Zach.
This week, we asked VHS staff and students what their favorite thing about the Spirit Week was.
The results are in, and the top choices were...
Based on the votes, PepRally was everyone's favorite part of Spirit Week, with Tourist Day and Tug of War in second.
I always love Spirit Week. Now on to Elliot with highlights from the PepRally.
Hi, I'm Elliot, and this week we're going to be looking at some of the highlights from this year's Spring Pep Rally, and we're also going to be talking with the senior class president about why showing school spirit is important. This year, Berlin High School took the Pep Rally back to the Gibney Gymnasium for the first time in 2 years. It was a great day with lots of successful events. The competition was kicked off following the national anthem performed by BHS seniors Emily Roche, Laura Sarrazin, and Kylie Bacon, and was hosted by senior class president Michael Vignon and student government president Emily Kobus. It was a tough loss for the freshmen after they battled it out against the sophomores in the free throw competition. Quickly following their win, the sophomores went up against the seniors, who beat the juniors in the same event, after which the sophomores defeated both the seniors and the teachers. In addition to that event, the pep rally ended with freshmen in 4th place, 3rd place went to juniors, sophomores came in 2nd, and seniors got 1st. I'm here with our senior class president, Michael Vignone. Michael, what is the significance, what do you feel is the most important part of showing your school spirit?
I really think it's a great way. These pep rallies, we haven't had one in 2 years. It's really a great opportunity to get a full school competition in. It's just so special to be here. It's like a quintessential high school experience, and we're able to have it again, and we're able to compete class v class. So it's great.
Great. And this is our first indoor pep rally in 2 years. How do you feel to finally be back in the Gibney Gymnasium?
So it's something special to be in the gym together. So many pep rallies before us. Outside it was great, but that being inside, being together right across from each other, it's a new level of competition you can never expect unless you're right there in it, and it's really great to be back.
Thank you so much. Overall, students had a great time whether they participated in events or not. It was great to see all the school spirit back in the Gibney Gymnasium this year, and the event was a big success. Now, back to the news desk.
Thanks, Elliot.
To close off this week's rundown, here's a quote from Mrs. Glass.
So back when I was a sophomore or freshman in high school, I was walking through the gift shop at the Hillstead Museum in Farmington, and I came across a greeting card that had the following quotation on it, and it just really resonated with me at the time, just kind of thinking about how, some of the challenges in life don't last forever, and it's stuck with me ever since. So this quotation is by Hal Borland. It says, "No winter lasts forever, no spring skips its turn."
Thank you all for tuning in and have a great week.